So where exactly is SpaceX Starlink getting all of those refurbished kits? I think we might have solved the mystery. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of fireside. So good, so good. I hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, hanging out, talking tech, talking photo, talking video. Today's a technology day. This is kind of like a follow-up to a video that I just did. I talked about SpaceX Starlink and how they were putting out this discount, right? They were giving you a discount of $200 off if it's okay if they sent you a refurbished kit instead of a brand new kit. And we were talking about it. Matter of fact, in the comments, there was a lot of you talking about this whole idea. And the question that a lot of people had is, how exactly are they getting all of these kits? Where are they coming from? That's a lot of refurbished kits that they're going to have to put out there. And then what was really interesting is a lot of them are version 4s. They're not version 3s or version 2s, right? The Gen 4s, the ones that have the little kickstands on it. Well, I think the mystery was solved here. I got about 2, 3, maybe even 4 emails just yesterday about people getting an email from SpaceX Starlink to buy back their kit that's either paused or it has been canceled and they haven't returned it and they still have it. So I want to go through some of this with you today because I think that it's very interesting, and I'm going to show you exactly what SpaceX is telling people or requesting of them. And possibly this could be the answer to why or how SpaceX Starlink is able to offer this $200 discount. Just, I think, makes sense. But anyways, before we get into it today, I just want to say if you enjoyed this video even the least, throw it a thumbs up. That would be very helpful. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. If you are, thank you so much. Also, if you just want to say thank you for all of my hard work, there's a little thank you button right down here. You can click on that, give $1 or $2 if you like. If not, that's perfectly fine. Consider becoming a member of the channel. That would be even better. And if you haven't downloaded any of my ebooks, why not? They're free. Go to JCristina.com/books. Once again, JCristina.com/books. And if you want more Starlink specific content, I put together a playlist just for you. Maybe I'll put a link right here. About 260 plus videos just on SpaceX Starlink. Helpful how-tos, tips, tricks, what to buy, what not to buy, the why behind it all. As I always say, this channel is always about the why. Finally, if you're looking for a VPN to secure yourself and your family, check out PureVPN. PureVPN gave us a promo code, which is JCristina, or you could use the URL JCristina.com/VPN, and you're going to get 15 additional % off at checkout. Once again, check out PureVPN. So let me get into this a little bit. The video that I was telling you about that I did, I think it was 2-3 days ago or something, I spoke about how you can not only get $200 off by picking up one of these refurbished units, but also you're going to get faster speeds. And people are like, how are you getting faster speeds? I don't get it. Well, I also received a lot of email from you guys that have been testing out the version 4s, generation 4s. And someone, we're not going to name any names because I like to keep everything anonymous, but someone actually tested a version 2 right next to a version 4, right? A generation 2 next to a generation 4, literally feet apart. And the generation 4 did so much better. I mean, exceptionally better. We're talking about like 100 plus megabits difference in speed on the download speed. So it's a big, big deal. For some reason, I don't know what it is or what they did. What is that magic sauce that they're putting into the generation 4? There's something, because the upload speeds are faster with the generation 4 and the download speeds are faster in comparison to Gen 3 or Gen 2. So I'm currently using a Gen 2, for example. So you're not going to get that fully articulating antenna, right? Where it will position itself automatically, right? Because it has the motors or it has the actuators built in. You're going to have to do it yourself. So you'll have to get on the roof and then angle it exactly the way it needs to be angled, and then you're pretty much good until they change something, and then you have to go on the roof again to re-angle it. That being said, it's just simply better. And at first we thought that it was going to be better, right? They said it was going to be better, but you always have to take what any company says with a grain of salt. But the bottom line is it simply is better. And we are getting reports back literally showing us speed differences, and they are absolutely 100% stronger, faster, better latency with the newer dish. So that all being said, we now have the Generation 4 being sold to us as a refurbished model. And that was really something big because you're getting $200 off. So instead of $599, you're getting it for $399. And once again, you're getting faster service and lower latency. Really good all the way around. Anyways, that article, I was talking about that, and this will be kind of like a follow-up to it because some of you guys sent over emails, and these emails included email that came from SpaceX Starlink because either one, their service was paused, or two, they canceled their service and they still have their Starlink. So I want to read to you a couple of these real quick, and then there's a survey that comes up after. And I want to also go through that with you because I thought that this is really fascinating because it shows that SpaceX Starlink is really trying to do better. They're trying to get with their customers and give them everything that they can to either keep them as customers or bring on new customers, which is really exceptional. Anyways, the first email comes from one of you guys, no names, and it has to do with pausing. It says, "Hello from Starlink. We see that you have been paused for quite some time and are outside of the return window. We would like to learn more about what might encourage you to reactivate your service. If you do not plan to reactivate, we're excited to offer you an extension on your return period and receive a $200 refund. Please take a moment to participate in our survey by clicking the Take Survey button below. If you choose to extend your return period, select yes, and we will contact you via your Starlink account to guide you through the process of returning your Starlink hardware. If you do not wish to return, select no and share what would motivate you to reactivate your service. This survey should take less than 5 minutes to complete. Thank you for your time and valuable feedback." And then you have your Take Survey button. You would click on it. So that's what one of you sent in. But we got another one literally the same day. So they must be sending out multiple of these emails, once again, to get all of those Starlink kits that are sitting out there doing nothing. They're dormant, right? Smart. This one says this: "Hello from Starlink. We see that you have been canceled for quite some time and outside of your return window. We would like to learn more about what might encourage you to reactivate your service. If you do not plan to reactivate, we're excited to offer you an extension on your return period and receive $200 refund." Similar to the last one. And then it finalizes with the same take the survey, select yes if you want to, no if you do not, so on and so forth. So very similar. The only difference is one goes out to people that have canceled in the past and they still have their kit, and the other one goes out to folks that have put their service on pause for an extended period of time. Originally, there was a window of time that you were allowed to return your SpaceX Starlink kit and you would get money back, either a full refund within the 30 days, or I think it was within a year or 6 months or something that you could return it and you would get like a $200 refund or something like that. Well, that is what they're doing here. And it really makes sense if you think about it, because once again, they're able to get these dormant SpaceX Starlink kits that are sitting out there, bring them back, and then sell them again. What's really interesting here is the survey, and this really shows where Starlink is going with their service, right? So the first question is this. It says, select yes if you wish to return your Starlink for a $200 refund subject to eligibility. Select no if you do not want to return your Starlink. Now, the person that did this, they selected no because they want to keep it. So they selected no here. The next question is, what factors led to your decision to cancel your Starlink service? And then here you would actually write something in. Now what he wrote was price. Price was the reason why he ended up canceling. The third question in the survey says this: what factors would be necessary for you to reactivate your service? and they give you a few options. One, service quality improvement. That's a pretty big one. The second one, or B, would be lower price. The third one, installation improvement. And finally, D, other, where you can actually type something in. And what he entered was B, which would be lower price. Now, the fourth question was this: at what price per month would you consider reactivating your service? Now, obviously, this fourth question has to do with what you selected on the third question, right? But since he selected price, it's basically saying, hey, how much, right, per month would be okay with you to reactivate your service? And what he wrote in here was $50 per month. He figures $50 per month. Well, at that price, I will reactivate the service. And I get it. That's not a bad number. Now, it finalizes with this: thank you for your response. If you choose to return your Starlink, a support ticket will be created through your Starlink account. Please expect a delay in the support ticket process. Of course, there would be a delay considering you're sending out this survey to who knows how many tens of thousands of people out there. It finalizes with, alternatively, if you choose not to return your hardware, we appreciate your feedback. It will contribute significantly to improving our service. We appreciate your time and participation. So this is really nice. I like this because it is a way for them to figure out what went wrong. Why did you cancel? Why did you pause your service? And if you did do either, can we buy it back from you? We want it. And why do they want it? Of course, to resell it as a refurbished unit. Now, some of these units, like for example, this person that actually paused their service, well, they never activated it. It actually sat in a box the entire time. It's been there. And they never activated because COVID happened and all the rest of the stuff, and they weren't actually able to use it. So it's literally brand new sitting in the box. So these are the things that happen. And that's why sometimes when you get these refurbished, they're literally new. They're not refurbished. They just basically bought them back for $200. Remember, they sold them to the party at $599. So to buy it back for $200, that's pretty damn good, right? So I really like what SpaceX is doing here, because not only are they able to reuse these dormant units that are not being used, right? But they're also finding out what went wrong. What is the problem, right? What is the pain point? And by asking those questions, service quality improvement, lower price, installation improvement, or other, I think is fantastic. I mean, that is really the major problems. I think the biggest problem for a lot of people will be the price. $599 for setup and then $120 per month. It's kind of high. And it's high based on the speeds that you are getting. Now, the speeds are going up a ton, guys. The speeds are going up a ton. Matter of fact, in the community page of this channel, I'm going to share the speed that I just got this morning and a screenshot of it. I literally got 400 and something. I think it was like 410, 403, 400 and some megabits down. That is the fastest speed that I've ever seen. And that's back in beta. Like literally when I was like one of like, I think 112,000 people that had SpaceX Starlink. I was one of them, okay? There wasn't many of us out there. And the speeds, the maximum speeds I was able to get is like 320, I think, 315, 330, somewhere around there. And seeing a 400 plus is insane. We haven't seen that ever in the last 32 months that I've been with SpaceX Starlink. So speeds are getting faster. A lot of people will be like, why? Well, the speeds will only be faster when you test and a SpaceX Starlink, let's say version 2 mini is above. If it's a version 1 or a version 1.5, your speeds are still going to be slow. Trust me. But when you get a version 2 mini above, you'll see a massive difference in speed. And that's one of the things that people don't like also about Starlink is how the speeds are fluctuating so much. It's not a very predictable speed, right? It's kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. For some people, that is a problem. But if the up and down stay extremely high, I don't mind it. If we have an up of 400 and a down of 200, I'm ecstatic. So anyways, guys, I hope you found this interesting like I did. I want to know from you, if you had a chance to answer this survey, what would you answer? Would you answer that the problem with SpaceX Starlink right now for you is the quality of the service, the price, or the installation? It's too difficult, let's say. Or something else. So if you have a quick second, down below, add to the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think? What is that pain point? Anyways, if you enjoy this content, as I said before, throw it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the many years. And hopefully there's something there that you might like. Check out my merch, check out my tees, pick something up, help support my family. That would be awesome. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay connected, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you all.